Good morning, students. After completing chapter 1 and 2, let's start with chapter 3 of social science. It is ancient towns and scripture. We often hear two words, culture and civilization. Do you know its meaning? Culture is a matter related to human life, while civilization is developed by human being which he creates with his own caliber, skill and creative skills. Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, China, Rome exhibit such great civilization of human society. Centuries old civilizations still inspire human life. Out of these civilizations, we shall study about Harappan civilization. What is culture and civilization? Culture is a set of values that shapes the behavior of the society at different levels, while civilization is apparent in the physical development in the form of man-made environment. It's like culture is the mind of the society and civilization is the body. Out of the various civilizations like Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian, Indian, Chinese and Roman civilization, we'll be studying about the Harappan civilization. We know Harappan civilization also as Indus Valley civilization. Remains of this civilization were first discovered from Harappa in 1921. Many of the places of this civilization are found in the northwestern part of India, and they include Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Dholavira, Kalibangan, Rakhigari, etc. See the locations of places of Harappan civilization in the map. Now, I've given you the map and the shaded region is the area of Harappan civilization because Harappa was the main city or the capital. It is also called Indus Valley civilization because it is situated near the river Indus and its tributaries. The major cities are Harappa, Mohenjo-daro. These both regions are in the northwest of India, but they are in current day Pakistan. And Lothal, Dholavira, they are in Gujarat. You can find them as the Lothal port and Dholavira in Kutch. Kalibangan is in Rajasthan. Uh, when you find Harappa, just below it, you will find in the map Kalibangan, and in the same line you will find Rakhigari. Now let's get introduction of town planning of some of the major cities and their features. Organized town planning was the most important feature of Harappan civilization. All the towns were planned in a similar way. In all places, fort was on the westward side and colony of common people was on the east side. Highway separated both of them. The fort on the west was surrounded by a fortress. Most probably, rulers would have lived in the fort. Bricks were often used in the town structures. Organized town planning. Organized means the map was almost fixed, like all the towns were planned in similar way. In all places, fort was on westward side. On the west, you will find the fort. Fort, it's like a killa, or you all know the Upperkot fort. So it was a region where the king lived, or it was on the outskirts of the place to protect the people. So the forts were on the west and the colony of common people where the common people lived was on the east. Highway separated both of them. Between the fort and the area of common people there was a highway. And the fort on the west was surrounded by a fortress. Fortress is also kind of a region which is fortified or which is converted into fort where the long wall of protection was there, and most probably rulers or as we say kings lived in the fort. Bricks were often used in the town structures. Bricks eat, so they were used in the town structures. Main feature of Harappan civilization was their organized house arrangement. Houses were constructed on high platforms to protect them from flood and dampness. One of the features of houses of Harappa was that the main gate opened in the lanes rather than towards the main road. Here, single and double-storied houses were seen. Roads were very comfortable. There were two highways in the city, one of which connected north with south and the other connected east with west. Now the houses of the Harappan civilization. The houses were constructed on high platforms. Like instead of directly opening up the gates to the house or the road, there was a platform. So that platform saved them from flood and dampness. Dampness means when something is slightly wet. I mean, if they are directly on the ground, the earth may be wet. So to save them, to protect them, the houses were built on a platform and they were of one storied or two storied. The main gate opened in the lanes rather than towards the main road. None of the gates were opening to the main road but towards the lane. Lane, as you know, not big like highway but small roads or what you say sherry. So main gates open towards the lane and the roads were very comfortable. This is an image of Harappan, the remains of the Harappan civilization. You can see the road, how smoothly it seems. It's not that the people of current day have rebuilt it. This is the remain of 1300, I mean 3300 to 1300 BCE. So it's that old, it's that ancient. There were two highways in the city, one from north to south and another connecting from east to west. Here streets were parallel to the main road. Roads intersected each other at a right angle. Roads and streets were organized in such a manner that the whole town could be divided into squares and rectangular sections. Evidence of night light system has also been obtained on public roads. There was highly developed and systematic system for disposal of water in Harappan civilization. The water from each house flowed into small sewer and from small sewer to the large sewer. Water from large sewer flowed out of the city or town. Here I have given you the picture of the aerial view of Mohenjo-daro. Aerial view means a picture which is taken from above. You can see all the houses were of the shape of a square or rectangle and all the roads met each other or intersected at a right angle and the whole town was divided in such way. Next image is of the drainage system or how the people there plan to dispose of water. These drainage systems are built in such way that each house had a small sewer which connected to the large sewer. Sewer or currently what we say gutter. So there was small sewer which connected to the large sewer and the large sewer took all the water from the city out of it. A public bath has been found in Mohenjo-daro. In the center of this public bath is a pond for bathing. There are steps arranged on both the sides to get into the pond. There are changing rooms around the pond. This public bath would have been used on festivals or religious occasions. Here is the picture of public bath at Mohenjo-daro. You can see the steps. They were for people to get in and out easily. These public bath where all the people gather and have bath. So they were used for special occasions or for festivals or religious occasions. and in the side there were also changing rooms. In addition to this, pillared houses used as assembly halls have also been found in Mohenjo-daro. Pillared houses, these are the remains, so just the bottom part of the pillars are given. This is the photo taken, it's in black and white because it's an early image. 80 pillars were found in the assembly hall at Mohenjo-daro, where people gathered for an assembly or for occasions. Harappa is an archaeological site located in Montgomery district of Punjab, currently in Pakistan. Harappa must have been the main town of Indus Valley civilization. The main feature of Harappa is its granary. About 12 grain stores have been found on the bank of river Ravi. Harappa. Indus Valley civilization is called Harappan civilization because Harappa was its main town. It is currently located in Montgomery district of Punjab, which is situated in Pakistan. The main feature was its granary. Granary means a storehouse for grain. So all the grains were stored here. 12 such grain stores were found on the bank of river Ravi. Lothal is situated on the banks of Bhogavo river in Dholka Taluka in Ahmedabad district. Lothal was a commercial port and an industrial town in ancient times. A structure made of bricks has been found in Lothal. It is considered that it must have been a dockyard. It can be assumed that the vessels, ships arriving here were used for loading and unloading of goods. In addition, warehouses and bead factory have been found here. So it can be said that Lothal was a prosperous port of ancient India and international trade of Harappan civilization must have been done through the port of Lothal. You saw the location of Lothal in the map. It is situated near the Gulf. So all the vessels, all the ships that came through the Lothal port, you know what is a port. And there was a dockyard. Dockyard means where ships come, or a shipyard where all these ships come and the goods are loaded or unloaded there. So Lothal was an important port of that time through which trade happened, and there a bead factory was also found. Warehouses for storing the goods and bead factory. You know what are beads? Beads are, we can say, manko, or if a string of beads is there, it's called a mara. So all such kind of bead factory was also found there. Dholavira is an archaeological site located in the Khadirbet area in Bachau Taluka in Kutch district. Generally, the Harappan towns are divided into two parts, bilateral, while the town of Dholavira is divided into three parts, trilateral, Citadel Fort, Upper Town and Lower Town. The main speciality of Dholavira town is rainwater harvesting system and stadium. I have given you an image of Dholavira town as created by an artist. Here you can see that instead of just two parts, there are three parts. The citadel part, which is like fortified, then the upper town and the lower town. The main feature or the speciality of Dholavira was its rainwater harvesting system. You can see the rainwater is getting accumulated here. So the agriculture, rain was done with rainwater harvesting, and the stadium where people gathered. Kalibangan town of Rajasthan was the headquarter of agricultural revolution in Harappan civilization. The remains of farms here provide proof of this. The copper residue found here proves that copper tools must have been manufactured here, and these tools might have been used in agriculture. Kalibangan, situated in north of Rajasthan. Here, this image is also in black and white because it is taken way back. It shows that the field is plowed. Plowed means, how bullocks plow the land. So this field has been plowed and the excavators found that it is done way back. So this was the agricultural headquarters during the Harappan civilization. And the tools, the copper residue. Residue, the remains or the fine particles found of copper that show that they used copper tools which were manufactured there and they used it for agriculture. Thus, the town planning of Indus Valley civilization was well organized, well engineered, well planned and efficient. It is a wonderful reflection of the governing power of ruling elite, the intelligence of the engineers and the craftsmanship of the craftsmen. So we just studied about the town planning of Indus civilization. No doubt the rulers, they had great ideas. They thought of their governing power was really good. Then the engineers who made sure that the ideas of the rulers are converted and they are implemented. And even the craftsmen, the people who are actually working, they all did all these things very nicely, that led to the well organized, well engineered and well planned Indus Valley civilization. We'll continue with this chapter in the next class.